Hello, it's Carole here again, just to say thank you for joining me. I'm in the self-storage now, self-storage unit. I've had it since 2008, this place, and I've used it really, I don't know if I've told you, but I've got obsessive compulsive disorder, OCD. I've had it a long time, and it means I find it very difficult. For example, if I wrote you a letter, I'd want a copy. That's why I absolutely adore emails. Or if I gave away a bottle of wine, I'd like to know what year it was, although I know I'll never remember and never think about it again. So for all those sorts of reasons, I find it very difficult to throw away. And Richard would often say, look, sweetheart, just throw it away, particularly newspapers and magazines. But of course, I often just used to creep it up to the self-storage, which is why I've got so much stuff here, and I must have thrown out hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, well, let's say 150 bags of newspapers and articles and magazines that I've kept that I don't need at all, and I don't even know why I kept them. So I've been looking now at clothes. I've had everything here cleaned. It's ridiculous, really, but I just thought, although most of it, of course, will go to charity, I just thought it ought to be cleaned, having been here all this time. And I found stuff that I didn't even know I had. Look, this dress, it once must have fitted me once. I think it's a Gail Hopham Bruce Oldfield jacket. I think it's wonderful. I might even keep that. This is Sandra Rose. Surely it must be vintage by now, mustn't it? I've got all these things that I've been keeping, and really pleased I've got. But I've forgotten I've got them. This is a jumper that Richard had, but when I had it cleaned, it went into holes completely, so I'll have to lose that. So I've lost a few as well, but I've gained a few as well. And this, look, just found this. I'm going to take this one home with me, and eventually they'll all either come home, be given to friends, or they'll be given to charity. But I started, which is what I'm pleased about, and it's been very therapeutic to do it and to actually go down that route. So I hope that's been good in many, many ways that it has. Now, this jacket I've got on now is Richard's jacket. And I've only worn it 3 or 4 times, and I love it because I think it's got his smell about it. And I've got a jumper at home, a brightly, all different colour jumper, which I sometimes wear in bed. He loved it. Sometimes I wear it around the house because, again, it's got his smell on it. But when does it change from being a garment that's got the smell of my loved one, my husband, Richard? When will it stop being that, and when does it just get smelly? And I don't know the answer to that one. But at the moment, I'm just doing that with those 2 things. So I'm sure I'll find out one day when I'll have to actually have them cleaned or throw them out. Just found a comb here. Perhaps I'll keep the comb too. Anyway, so that's what I've been doing. I've got lots of books too. Found a couple I've been looking through here. One Day by David Nichols came out, I think, several years ago, about people taking each other for granted. Haven't read it. What Went Wrong with Gordon Brown. I think I'm going to have to leave that one. I think I was too late. I should have read that earlier. But so I've been going through an awful lot of things. I found it very, very good to do. And I feel that when I woke up this morning, I had a little bit more. I didn't leap out of bed, which I'm looking forward to doing, but I actually was looking forward to coming here to the unit and knowing I was going to talk to you. So that too was very, very good. And I feel that I'm just thinking of little things that are making me feel less unhappy. For example, I reread the letter that Richard wrote to me last night. I think I told you that we both wrote each other letters to be opened by the one who lived when one had died. And of course I've read it many times, but I was still crying. But it was more a comforting crying, a sort of soothing crying, just thinking about him, more than the agonised crying I've usually done when I've read the letter through. I thought that was a step forward. And also I found that I look forward to tiny things like, oh, I think I'll have a Florentine with my coffee. I love Florentines. Or, oh, I've got that to eat tonight. Isn't that good? Which I've not been feeling for a long, long time. And I think I've said before that many of you kindly said to me, just because it's a year since your husband died, Carole, it doesn't mean to say that you're miraculously then going to be okay. It's a gradual process. But as long as you can just make one little step at a time, and now I'm living my steps more in days and what I might do tomorrow. And tomorrow I'm going to go on the heath again with a friend, and we're going to take her dog, so I'll have someone to talk to with a dog as well. So lots of little things are happening, and I've got, I think, really from a lot of the things that you've told me, I think I've got my hope back. I think I've got hope. So thank you very, very much, and thank you for listening to me and watching me today too. I really appreciate it. Thank you.